Tonight, from London, England, it's the NFL International Series on EA Sports. It's the London Black Knights taking on the Atlanta Falcons.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Tonight we've got a great Sunday night matchup between the Atlanta Falcons and the London Black Knights. Alongside my partner, Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you look at the Londoners as they get ready here. They come in feeling good after back-to-back victories. Meanwhile, for the visiting Falcons, whatever promise they had to start the season fully... Here's the kicker, Zane Gonzalez, ready to get this one started. And we are underway here in London. Fields it right around the goal line. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. So here come the Falcons now to get the football for the first time. And leading them out there, we get a look at their 6'3" quarterback.
And he's had a great season so far throwing the football. Very likely could go over 4,000 yards with a good performance here. And even in an age of passing first, that is no small accomplishment.
They're going to start the drive here on the ground with Patterson. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. 12 yards on the gain. A great start for this offense. So much for staying ahead of the chains with a 3 or 4 yard gain on first down. They move the chains with a nice little run.
Yeah, they're making the chain gang hustle a little bit to try and keep up, aren't they? Because a lot of the first series of games are scripted, many times to probe and find some holes in the defense. Sometimes you attack with some big-time runs, too.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Logan Hall fighting through and dropping him for the sack.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes, and just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if I'm going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, the quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. The throw over the middle taken in. They get 16 out of that one, but they'll still need to convert on 3rd. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And that is too far out in front of his intended target. Incomplete.
That was the first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
On is the punter Charlton now as he's able to get this one away. .43 yards on the punt, return of 4, and it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And a look at a guy, definitely got a little razzle-dazzle to him. Can do it with his arm or his legs. Their mobile QB.
And despite the 3 touchdown passes he threw, there's a lot to work on this week, wasn't there?
Oh, ton of interception.
Yeah, I mean, when you're going really with almost a 1-to-1 ratio, that's not going to work for you well at all. Not over the long haul. The beauty, though, somehow...
And right away, he lost the football. And the Falcons grab it. And they will take over at the 26-yard line. Partner, I'm on my spot sheets, I highlighted turnover margin because we remember they turned it over 4 times last week. So another one here in the first quarter. This isn't the way they want to go.
No, not even close, and it's not something they even imagine because the amount of time that we know that they spend in practice talking about what they need to get done.
And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. Well, the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of football afterwards. This is a tough one to overturn.
So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. 2nd and 4. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the Falcons are going to take possession of the football.
Well, it's not the first time we've seen him give one up here during his rookie season. And in this case, zone coverage forced the mistake. He's made some strides week to week in how he's handling the different type of coverages that he's seeing. But clearly, there's some growing still to do.
So for the second time in this one, we get set to see the Falcons offense. Following the interception, they're set up nicely here, already inside the red zone, knocking on the door, if you will. 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. A quick throw knocked away and incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. On 2nd down, a run with Patterson. And here he'll get it down to the 7. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. They'll set up a throw. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. True knocks this one through the post. And the Falcons are out to a 3-0 advantage. So golden field position there squandered as they can muster only a field goal.
Yeah, you were gifted a 1st and goal situation, but I have to give credit to the defense. They were brought out in a really tough situation, so give them credit for holding them to 3. That's a pretty nice accomplishment.
And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. And as this offense makes their way back out, NFC playoff race time, we give you a look at what's going on there. Well, including this week, 3 weeks remain in the regular season, Charles, and it is going to be interesting to see how this playoff picture sorts itself out before we head into the postseason.
Competitive, entertaining postseason, that's what we're always striving for. But I think we get it during the regular season, too, because you never know how things are going to go during the final weeks of the season. Every team pulling out all the stops to get a better seed or just to get one of those 7 seats at the table.
Heck of a play there to get to him quickly and get him down for a loss.
I think they did a really nice job getting ready for this game, scouting, watching film, and understanding defensively what the play design was.
Ready. Left. 95.
2nd and 13. And Brate, the tight end's got it. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. It's his first catch, and it'll be good for 15 and a 1st down.
For a tight end, he's got good straight line speed, and on that route, he's often the guy that gets overlooked. Nice job there of finding him in stride for really good yardage.
On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he's over midfield and into Falcon territory. 8 yards the tally on that 1st down run. Here's 2nd and 2. On play action, they'll throw. And this is caught. I think he got that with one hand. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. That one covers 29 yards. 1st down.
2nd and short, that's a rundown, so it's definitely a good time to go play action if you're feeling it. and they do so and pick up a first down.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. They'll try and run this one right up the gut. Able to fight for about 4 yards there to the 13. Second and 6. And it's caught. Touchdown. A great play there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Black Knights have answered that early field goal to take a first-quarter lead. That pass also evens the ledger for the rookie quarterback. Had the interception earlier, and now he gets the touchdown throw. The ideal touchdown-interception ratio is, what, 3-1 for the best quarterbacks? But he's a rookie. Just getting back to even is a big deal. Increases the confidence his teammates have in him as he tries to become their leader. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. Here are the Falcons as their offense heads back onto the field. As we grind toward the end of the season here, and they haven't had the season that they had hoped. So let me ask you to play GM. Where might they look to make some changes? I think when you look into the upcoming draft, think hard about them drafting multiple offensive linemen. They've got to get stouter up front. And as a GM always tells me, Charles, this is a big boy league, and big people always end up winning games for you. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Back to throw. And complete to Drake London. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. They'll run with Patterson. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. Well, that was big right there because they're in the bottom 5 in the league in converting on 3rd down. They needed that pickup in a big way. There were 2 things they said they wanted to win in this game. One, the turnover battle, and the second, 3rd down conversions. So they got one there. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. On 1st down, going back to Patterson. And he is going to lose yardage here. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Well, this defense very strong in that victory from a week ago. And as in any game, takeaways are always a big key. They're always discussed on defense. There's an emphasis there, and they came away with 3 interceptions in that game. Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. They'll drop to throw. He's got his man, London, right side. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. And, Charles, you look at this defense, they were a very loose group coming into the week, knowing they kind of had the upper hand going into this one, taking on a team that hasn't won in a month and a half. And that works well for you if you establish your dominance early in the game against a team that's struggling. But if somehow they fashion some plays together early, knock them back on their heels, that looseness can be used against them. Then they're trying to scramble to make sure they get their game right. On 4th down, Joseph Charlton on to punt. First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. That'll be a 43-yard punt, but a net of just 33 following a 10-yard return. And out will come the offense as they take over. London about set to take over on offense. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And, partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due, because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
And because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. A 1-yard gain there following the 3-yard pickup on first down.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Back to throw here. And this is going to be incomplete. 4th down, so Jake Camarda is out there. Cordero Patterson deep for Atlanta. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. That'll be a 41-yard punt, just 1 yard on the return. And it will be Falcon football. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. The last series for them, a little disappointing, forced to punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive, 1st and 10. After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. Patterson, he'll try it up the middle. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. On first down, he'll drop to throw. Throw over the middle, going to be caught here by Pitts. Only needing 2 yards on 2nd down. On 2nd, here's Algier. And he's down right around midfield after a gain of 2, maybe 3. The Falcons on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. They're looking at 3rd and a few inches. 3rd down, here's Patterson. And able to pick up the first across midfield to the 47. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
On 3rd down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the first down marker was and getting there.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. They'll look to throw. Got this complete to the tight end Pitts. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line. This will be the 8th play of the drive. It's 3rd and 7. He'll drop to throw. That's Cordero Patterson hauling it in. And he is going to have a Falcons first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, they've certainly done a nice job spreading the ball around on this drive. This time he gets it out to his back, and it's another nice play and another first down. They've got the defense on their heels a little bit. They're reacting instead of being aggressive and making plays.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. 1st and 10, it's Patterson. This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. Now a toss play to Algier. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down.
Well, that was not what you would call straight line pursuit for a middle linebacker to make this play. He's got to work his way through the clutter to get to the ball carrier on the outside, and he does exactly that. That's called avoiding the trash.
So they need 6 yards here on 3rd down. They're 2 for 2 on 3rd down tries so far on this drive. They'll look to throw here. Over the middle and into the hands of his receiver, Landry. And he is going to have a Falcons 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So he turned to a trusted, familiar face in that 3rd down situation. It paid off.
Yeah, you go to your veteran receiver in that spot, so you can't underestimate him when he's on the field. Defensively, make sure you know where he is because he understands how to get open in key situations.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. He's got his pass-catching tight end. That's Pitts. And the Falcons are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle made at the 10-yard line. They'll run with Patterson. And he gets halfway home from the 10 to the 5 on a pickup of 5. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. Algier now up the middle. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. And now we'll get a stoppage here. There appears to be an injured Falcon on the field.
Always unfortunate to see an injury, especially this close to the end of the regular season. We'll step aside.
They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. Now back to throw. And they're going to get him. They bring him down to the sack back at the 16-yard line.
Joe Tryon in there to get him. Sack number 14 for him on the year.
And that's the kind of stand all defenses are seeking. 3rd and goal, backs against the wall, and they get a monster sack, and now they're going to force him into a field goal. For them, that's a win.
So on 4th down, Ritter heads to the sideline. Younghoe Koo gets set for the Atlanta field goal.
From the right hash, this from 33.
Koo knocks this one through the post.
And they'll get it back within a point at 7-6.
So the margin shrinks a bit as back-to-back drives here for him, in with field goals.
Yeah, we know no one's turning down 3, especially in the first half, but you've got to finish these drives in the end zone. That's got to be a priority. Nice to have a reliable kicker, but outside of his agent, you know you'd rather him kick 1-pointers instead of 3-pointers.
And now this offense comes back out onto the field as we eke closer and closer to intermission. Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 16 yards right off the bat and a 1st down.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack.
And he finds a little bit of room, enough for 4 yards. It'll be 2nd down.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. They're going to look to throw.
Open man, it's Jalen Darden.
And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46.
He decided to run a hitch route. It really helps to have a guy who can turn it loose. And, boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. On 3rd down, they're going to run for it here.
And he's got a first down as he's going to be taken down. But a very nice pickup there just in front of the 2-minute warning.
Great 15-yard effort on the ground there on third down to keep the drive going. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's second down. He'll try again with the arm here on second down. And he's going to lose a yard or two, taken down behind the line. It's a loss of a yard, so they'll wind up crediting him with a sack, and it brings up third down.
You know, on these types of plays, we're always looking to assess blame. Okay, where did it break down? Sometimes it's just a great play.
Seventh play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down. Now, here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete. And this is good. It was running out of gas there at the end, but he winds up getting just enough on it. And they bump the lead up to 4 now at 10-6.
So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number one. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
Atlanta now coming out on the field.
There was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You could never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9.
Lee McNeil, what an effort to get in there and drop him.
They were in the top 5 in sacks in the league coming into this one. That's their third one in this game. Obviously, pass rush has been a strength of this team all year long.
And apparently they're not satisfied with top 5. They want to climb that ladder.
Yeah, I think it goes back to their offseason. They decided to make it a priority, and it's working out.
Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is second and long. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half.
Third down, here's Algier.
Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half.
And here's Joseph Charlton now,
as he's on to punt for Atlanta. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. They'll score that a 36-yard punt.
And they will take over first and 10. Back out comes this offense now late in this first half. And with great starting field position and a couple of timeouts at their disposal, they'll certainly have the green light here.
So good starting field position for them here as they come up first and 10 at their own 42. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And a quick throw here, that's complete. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. They'll look to throw here on first down.
And that'll be caught by Darden. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43. Second and 5.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Now a timeout. 7 seconds left in the first half. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. From the left hash, it's an even 50-yard attempt. Gonzalez's kick is good, and that'll open the lead up to a touchdown now at 13-6.
Maybe a little fortunate there. That was leaking a little, maybe leaking a lot, but he got it.
Yeah, he actually was able to make it work. How about the body language, though, right? As he's watching that ball leak to the right, trying to bring it back in, and had just enough to get it done.
So we've reached halftime here on New Year's Eve. As it's time now to send you back stateside to Orlando, Florida, and check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to our EA Sports Halftime Report. Let's get you caught up on what's going on around the NFL. We'll get our tour started out at Venerable Soldier Field in Chicago, where it was the visiting Bengals who were able to come away with the road victory. Joe Burrow, 5 touchdown passes, leading his guys to the victory. From there, we'll head down to the Big Easy. Check on the Saints at home at the Superdome. And they were losers in that one to the visiting Green Bay Packers. Aaron Jones, a touchdown run in the victory. And finally, on Monday Night Football, we'll wrap up the weekend with a good one between the Arizona Cardinals and the Cleveland Browns. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been a back-and-forth first half. Who can put it together in the second half? For the answer, we turn it back over to our broadcast team of Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Okay, Coach, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this third quarter in what's been a tight contest so far. The final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. And this offense set to go now to begin the third quarter. Hey, Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime. But they certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
Back to throw now on first down. He's got his big tight end. That's Hurst. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. They'll set up to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And they're going to get this down to about the 37.
Brandon, you know I'm all about quarterbacks protecting themselves, but I have to admit it, I liked what I just saw there. That rookie wasn't afraid of absorbing a big hit. Now, you don't want to see him taking those shots all game long, but he picked up the first down, kept fighting for yards, and was willing to embrace some contact to keep the play moving.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 52 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. Troy Anderson, the man on the tackle.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. But not what you want to see this late in the season. Medical staff is going to check on him, and we'll step aside for a moment.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Under pressure now, and he's going to go down. Sacked back around the 8.
Not the first and goal play they drew up. Multiple defenders in to bring him down to the ground.
On any first and goal, the real estate to work with for the offense is really cut down, and the defense knows it. So they often bring heat and pressure, which they did on this play. Got him down for a loss. Not a big one, but any loss of yardage in this position is tough for an offense.
It's second and goal, back to the 8-yard line now. He'll look to throw. Touchdown! A great effort there. His first NFL reception goes for 6.
And the Black Knights take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead.
That seemed pretty ideal there for the offense, Charles. You take a little bit of time off the clock here in the third quarter, decent length drive, and you pad your lead as well at the end of it.
And what it does is let you feel like you're in control of this game, even more so than a 2-touchdown lead, right? Because you have taken that time off, as you noted, which means they couldn't get you off the field. You ran your playbook the way you wanted to, and you gave your defense some rest. What a big-time drive in that situation.
Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away.
Taking it about the 1. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. So already not the best of kick returns there, but that penalty, that adds insult to injury and backs him up even closer to the goal line.
Yeah, not ideal field position to begin a drive, is it? Because the extra pressure now goes on the offense. They've got to get some early yards and get away from the shadow of their own goalposts. What every offense wants to do in this situation, get 2 first downs to help out with field position at the least.
And second and 10, he'll look to throw again. And he's got the hook up to Landry. And they'll be stopped at the 28 on a play that started at the 14. They pick up 14. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now second and 10. Back to throw again.
Crossing route incomplete. He's got Pitts.
And they'll wind up getting this to the 37. Gain of 9.
And a nice milestone reached on that last throw as here late in the season, he goes over 4,000 yards passing.
And he's really thrown the ball well all season long. Had some big games along the way. He's inspired his receiving corps to go out and make plays for him in each and every ball game.
They'll look to throw again. Quick hitter here. It's complete.
And he is going to have a Falcons first down, and comfortably so, as he gets 5 there on 3rd and a yard.
Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
A couple of first downs has the football position at the 43 as they come up 1st and 10.
On 1st and 10, it's Algier.
And give him about 5 as he gets this up to the 48-yard line. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Here's Algier again on 2nd down.
And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive.
Algier with another carry.
Tackle made that time by Vita Vea.
2nd and 9 from the 44.
give to Algier from the shotgun.
And he'll be brought down at about the 42. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. To the right side, and he's got Landry complete. And he's going to come up a few yards short of the first. They get him to the ground at the 37. And that's good for a gain of 6. And that'll bring up fourth down.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a first down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. So coming on now is the field goal unit. They're going to try for 3, and he'll need all the leg he's got here.
Koo knocks this one through the post.
And that will get the disadvantage now back down to 11.
So the response to that touchdown on the other side to begin the third quarter. Look, just 3 points, but still a response nonetheless.
You're exactly right about that, because I think you needed to answer back with something, even though it's not 6. Just enough to send a message that says, hey, we're not going away.
Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive.
And that last drive was very, very balanced, pretty methodical. You think they go that route again?
I'm always of the school that until they stop me from doing something, I'm going to continue. And I think that that's exactly what they'll look to do. But the beauty is the balance that they've created sets up opportunities for big plays. Looks like a run, turn into a play action, and throw one deep.
71 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. And he's able to get to the second level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
Right back to him on first down. And he's over midfield and into Falcon territory.
The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. Up the middle, it's Vaughn.
And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line.
They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. Kind of an odd schedule this year. These two teams getting their 2 games in very late in the season. Their first meeting just a few weeks ago, back in Week 15, and it was the visitors getting the win there, so they'll be looking for the sweep back here at home.
And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. One quarter remains here on a Sunday night. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
The offense on third down tonight, just 1 for 3 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds, so a big call there that brings up 4th. And this won't get there, won't be online either. It's no good, off to the right, and this will remain an 11-point spread.
The Falcons ready to take over. Well, they didn't fall behind any further thanks to that missed field goal, but still staring at this 4th quarter deficit.
Charles, all things considered, I guess that's not a critical miss at this stage, is it?
No, but still everything helps when you're trying to finish off a ball game. And you're right, not critical in terms of the scoreboard and the team, but the guy with the golden foot, he knows he's only as good as his last kick.
Only able to gain a couple there, and that will bring up 2nd down.
is going to be brought down here in the backfield. Joe Tryon, his second sack of the night.
Remember, throughout my career here in defensive coaches always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. Well, they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed. Ritter and the Falcons need an answer, and a big play here on 3rd and long following the sack. Under pressure, and they got to him again. Logan Hall able to drop him that time for his second sack of the evening.
My man, it's been a rough night for that offensive line, and it's only getting rougher. 5 sacks now that they've given up in this contest so far. It feels like the witching hour out here, doesn't it?
Okay, stupid question. What's the witching hour?
Yeah, the witching hour. That's when everything goes haywire late at night.
The Falcons send out their punter as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. We'll call it a 42-yard punt, 3 on the return.
London about set to take over on offense. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40.
89 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. He's going to have the hook up to Gage.
And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
He'll look to throw. That's the tight end Hurst with it.
And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw.
Again, that's Hurst.
And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 34-yard line. Again, he'll drop to throw. Over the middle, it's complete.
And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
Vaughn, touchdown. Just power football there, down near the goal line. Give it to him. He's able to push his way across.
Yeah, they went heavy there. Sometimes you have those big offensive linemen come in, have to report like they're eligible. But all they're doing is getting a good stance, blocking, and getting their runner across the goal line.
Gonzalez now to add the extra point. And the lead is up to 18 now. So that drive takes him down the field in 8 plays. And it ends with a 3-yard scoring run. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
So out come the Falcons now.
It's now appearing that this losing streak is going to continue. You know, the coaching staff was confident that this was going to be the game to stem the tide, but that just has not been the case.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line.
Algier going straight ahead.
And boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
Here's Algier again on 2nd down. And he'll push forward to the 37, gain of 2. The 3rd down now. Those last 2 plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground and struggling to put up points. That's into the hands of Pitts, the tight end.
And a pretty nice tackle there, ranging up from his free safety spot as he'll stop him about a yard short. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and that's going to make it 4th down. You got the big lead defensively, willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Falcons go for it, but it doesn't work out. And the ball will go over on downs on the short side of the field. Now, they've clearly made a conscious decision here to be more aggressive in the late stages of this game here in the 2nd half.
And I get it. In this situation, you know, if you want to be aggressive out near midfield, you feel good about your defense maybe, or just, hey, I thought I had a proper play call. But how about the guys that just stopped them? How good do they feel right now? Hey, you want to go for it here? We shut you down? They're over on the bench right now feeling great.
And he's able to carve out about 6 there, down to the 37. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's our home team here in possession of the football as we come back. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line.
122 yards rushing for him now as his big night continues. And carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Finally, defensively, they have a little clip to show positive for actually stopping him running the football.
It's been a really long night for them, hasn't it? So they got a little bit of a win there, but let's face it, the vision that he's had running the football has carried his feet to the open spaces and to big yardage all night long.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11.
Out of the gun, it's a give to Vaughn.
And he'll get this one down to about the 27. It's a gain of about 3, but it's going to leave him with 3rd and still 7 yards to go. So plenty of smiles for the folks here as they head for the exits. It's a victory for their hometown guys, and it was their defense.